That drop is acid.
Hey, my name is Justin Gordon.
Hey, my name is Henderson. The topic we chose to research was the Tuskegee Experiment.
We chose to research this topic because we believe it's important that people should know that African Americans were used as lab rats and withheld without medicine. And after this clip, the rest of the presentation will explain how.
Roll the film.
The Tuskegee Experiment began at a time when there was no known treatment for syphilis. The study began around 1932 and ended around 1972 in Macomb County, Alabama. The experiment was officially known as the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male. The study, or quote-unquote research, was done at Tuskegee Institute, a school established by Booker T. Washington. The experiment originally started with about 600 African American men, who were primarily sharecroppers who have never visited a doctor. These men were promised free medical care, free meals, burial insurance once recruited for this project. 399 men were diagnosed with latent syphilis. The other 201 were free of disease and were told they were being treated for bad blood. The participants were falsely informed on what the study consisted of. In order to see the disease's full effects, the men were not treated at all, and the physicians watched the men as they died, went blind, insane, and other side effects. In 1947, they found out that penicillin was the drug that would properly treat syphilis. Yet health officials still held the medicine from the participants.
What was done cannot be undone, but we can end the silence. We can stop turning our heads away. We can look at you in the eye and finally say, on behalf of the American people, what the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry.
In the mid-1960s, a public health service named Peter Buston found out about the study and attempted to get the project stopped by mentioning how unethical it was. Although he approached the situation properly and reasonably, his superiors decided to continue the study regardless until all the participants had died. As a result, Buxton leaked the story to a reporter friend who passed it on to a fellow reporter, Gene Heller, of the Associated Press. Heller broke the story in July 1972, prompting public outrage and forcing the study to be shut down. In 1973, new guidelines were established by the government to protect humans from being test subjects, and the survivors and the families were given a $10 million settlement. By the time it was shut down, 28 participants had passed from syphilis. 100 more had passed away from related complications. At least 40 spouses have been diagnosed with syphilis, and the disease had been passed to 19 children at birth. This experiment made African Americans distrust public health officials and explained the reasons for many African Americans not trusting doctors today.
Long live cold.
Long live hot.
Didn't write this song, but I'm recording with this lead on me. Know it sounds strange, but I'ma die for all my dead homies. Nobody really know how he feels. I always thought that you would be here. Why do I always question God, but I never pray? I think about you, I end up crying on my best days. Trying to convince me it get better, no. I'd be lying if I didn't say I really miss my dog. It's so much of pain.